Hey guys, Enchanting Gaming. Now in this video, we're going to look at the pops of the Enchanteds and kind of talk about the iconics as well. And just kind of show you like why you're not bullish enough on Lorcana just based off pops alone. And there's a whole lot of other reasons to be bullish, but in this video, we're going to focus on pops. Now, the iconics, I'm going to kind of guesstimate there's about 1,000 of each iconic, maybe a little less for Fabled since it was a less printed set. And in general, for the Enchanteds, I'm assuming we're around the 5K amount. And now there's some caveats to that, obviously, like first chapter and Floodborn each only have 12 Enchanteds in those sets, whereas the sets afterwards have 18 Enchanteds in them. And you also got to think, too, first chapter had the booster box reprint as well as the collection box at Costco. Floodborn had a bit of a higher amount printed, but Inklings had a real large amount printed compared to any other set. So those three definitely have a lot more. Fabled, probably a little bit less than every other set. And now moving on, we have every top priced enchanted from each set I have up on the screen. We'll go through and look at the total PSA pop as well as the PSA 10 pop. And now, obviously, there's other grading companies, so you guys add in whatever number you think it would be. I'm not going to do the guessing of that for you guys. But looking at the first chapter, we got Elsa here. Latest sale, $5,100. Total pop, $39.67. PSA 10 pop, $24.71. So it is going to be obvious that this card would have one of the higher PSA 10 pop rates because it's the oldest set and it did have the reprints in it. Now, you move on, though, to Floodborn. Only 2,200 and 911 in a PSA 10. So quite the difference going from first chapters. You're essentially talking almost like half. It's even less than half for the 10s already. And this is going to probably surprise people looking at Inklings. A $1,500 sale, but your total PSA pop is 682 with a PSA 10 pop of 275 on one of the most printed sets in Lorcana. I mean, it's kind of crazy to see this. Kind of insane to be real with you, but now I actually personally pulled this card and mine had a divot like right here in it. And so, yeah, the QC, the quality control for so many of these sets has been atrocious, especially when we get on to like Wilds Unknown. That one I had such horrid luck on. And I've been told the Belgium print facility has been better than the US one for Wilds Unknown, at least. I don't know if that's across the board for all the sets, but yeah, just something to keep in mind there. So yeah, here's that 1,500 for the Mickey Trumpeteer. Moving on to Ursula, we have Ariel Sonic Warrior, total pop 970, PSA 10 pop 367. So, I mean, you're talking like a 40% 10 rate or something like that. The rates on these definitely are not that good. That one sold for, was it 1,500 as well? Going to Shimmering, we got the Mufasa, an 800 pop total, PSA 10 pop 442. So a little over 50% 10 rate here. And like, this is a beautiful card. A lot of Lion King fans, but your pop rate still is pretty low. coming off a set 5, you'd think a decent amount of these would be sent in for grading already. So another thing you gotta consider when it comes to these slabs, like there are actually a lot of people out there that like keeping their cards raw. Like I've seen binders with people having iconics raw in them, and so there definitely is a lot of people out there who aren't going to grade cards. So I mean, we might not see a lot more 10s coming to market. And yeah, it's hard to say because there is such the backlog at the grading facilities right now. But with how old the set is, you would assume a bunch of them have been graded that people want to already. And also, another thing to keep in mind is there are a lot of people that like to keep product sealed. So, how many of these enchanteds and iconics are going to stay sealed for X amount of years to come, or potentially forever even? So it just kind of keeps adding more to the reason that we're just not bullish enough on these pop numbers. So 1825. Yeah, for the Mufasa. Moving on, we got Tigger, one of the more hated sets, but I mean, there's only a 300 total pop, 183 with a 10. Like, this is less than what Iconics even have in terms of total pops and 10s. And this one sold for 860. Now, the QC guys, then we got All is found 30, or well, US 2155, but even a lower pop, 167 total, 57 for a 10. It's like I wish I would have grabbed this when the price was lower. Now we got it means no worries, Enchanted, 3K sale, total pop 201, PSA 10, 80. It's like, I don't know, people just did not care to send cards in, or if the QC was just that horrid in those sets. Moving on to Fabled, we got the Honey Wizard. This sale, I think, was 6,500. Total pop 245, 10 pop 158. I'm sure there's a bit of these at grading still. I mean, this is a very popular card. People love the Honey Wizard. So I would assume more are definitely getting graded. It's just kind of funny with how long it's been since Fabled's been out. What's it like? Going on 10 months. Yeah, definitely. By the end of the year, we should see more what the total actual number is going to be for this card. Spooky Sight, $6,100 sale. Again, some more low pops, but that's to be expected with these sets with the iconics because they're newer, haven't had quite the time to go through grading. I'm sure there's quite the backlog. So yeah, like same with Winter Spell and Wilds Unknown, we're going to see a lot more of these coming to market. I don't know if that means the price is going to end up dropping on them. You got Friend of Me, $4,200 sale, but only 6 graded from PSA. So yeah, the last, I'd say the sets with the iconics definitely might come down in price, but we'll see. I mean, as time goes on, they're going to be going up in price anyhow, just based on time. But yeah, these old sets, though, it's just ridiculous how low up pops they have. I don't know. Honest, are we going to see much more coming to market from these? Hard to say. suppose you'd have to kind of wait till the end of the year here to truly see what your more total number is going to be once these grading companies get through this backlog. Because I know right now it just seems so crazy to see even Inklings as low as it is. And yeah, as time goes on, guys, as the years go by, I mean, these numbers are going to even look more crazy price-wise. So it's kind of kicking myself not getting more of these popular ones in tens here. But no, it is what it is. There's so much to be bullish about with Lorcana coming up. I think, this team up set's going to go crazy, first of its kind. Even if people don't care so much for the art, it's still going to be a crazy hot set. And I'll probably make another video kind of touching on that kind of stuff next year. But yeah, just pop report, guys. Crazy stuff. Especially when you consider Pokemon has cards that are in the tens of thousands in pop, and they're still worth thousands of dollars. Like Lorcana, guys, it's just crazy the low pop that we have here, and the future is just so bright. As years and decades go on, yeah, it's gonna get so insane looking back at these old sets. But yeah, just keep that in mind. And remember, guys, there's gonna be more slabs coming from these newer sets, especially. Also, gotta remember there could always be some kind of reprint. It's not the end of the world if there is. No, in the long term, these prices are gonna be crazy. And just remember too, don't be taking loans out to buy trading cards. Don't be getting yourself into debt over this stuff. It's a dangerous game to play doing that. You never know when we are going to hit some correction or crash. So even though things look great, you could always get that black swan event or something. So be careful. And with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one.